Brutal Planet listeners, this is Eric Peterson here in Salt Lake City, and today I'm joined by Filippa from Thundermother. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you.
Good. Where are you joining us from?
Where am I right now? I am in Berlin.
Oh, you're in Berlin?
Yeah.
I thought for sure you'd be back in Sweden, so...
Actually, we're doing a show in the Berlin Olympia Stadium on Tuesday. So we're in quarantine, the whole band.
Oh, you are? Nice. And so, how are things in Sweden right now?
It's a little bit more open than in Germany, where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
We can go out to the pubs, but they close 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
But it's still the corona rules with the, next, not close to each other, etc. So, but it's a little bit more free in Sweden, I would say.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was talking to a Swede just recently, and they said we're told we still have to stay 6 feet apart, but we're waiting till we can go back to normal and be 20 feet apart.
Yeah, that's funny. That's true, though. And I'm afraid, no one is social in Sweden, so this will be even worse after the pandemic.
Yeah.
No one will ever hug again.
Yeah, that's the thing for me that I miss the most is just going up and giving somebody a genuinely good hug.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Well, I do it a little bit anyway with my closest. We are a little group that know we are negative and we can meet, a little bit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would die because I miss the shows, live shows. But you need some people, to not go insane, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So what is the state of festivals over there for this year?
Sweden Rock just announced they won't be happening. It won't be happening. So we're hoping for Copenhagen, Denmark now. Okay. Otherwise, I don't think it will happen,
Yeah.
But at least we have 27 festivals booked, so we're hoping for it.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we're just sitting, waiting for more information right now.
But you guys have some dates announced already, correct?
Yeah, we have a lot of dates, and we postponed already 2 tours till this year. So we move them all the time.
Yeah.
So we moved it from the fall to the spring, and now we moved it to the fall again.
Yeah.
So that's all what we can do right now. So except we have this one show here in Olympia Stadium, but it's only 20 people who will be there. Our first arena, and it's only 20 people, but we will live stream it, and it will be broadcasted in German television.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Nice. And I know you guys are huge in Germany, correct? I mean, you have a big following in Germany. Yeah,
and it's so close to Sweden. It's only 1 flight away, 2 hours. So it makes sense to tour where it's more people who like rock and roll.
Yeah.
Because Sweden is a small country.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we just went for the German market, and it's going really well. So we're huge here, but in Sweden we're getting more and more appreciated. So
Good.
That's really fun because last week we won our first big Swedish award, best hard rock metal in Sweden.
I saw that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you. Finally, we said, finally Sweden likes us too.
So 2020 was kind of a shit show for all of us, but you guys seem to make the most of it and really mastered the pandemic in your marketing. I mean, in 2020, I mean, everybody was glum and but you guys were constantly rolling out new things. You mastered that. How did you guys figure that out?
If you just do nothing, you will just stay on the same level or even go down. But we always want to go up, whatever we do. And so we did the most of it. We released our album on time. We did a few Corona-friendly tours until it was no longer possible.
Yeah.
But because we arranged this and did it in such a good way with the Germans, they're very strict about the rules. And we worked with Corona Concerts EU. We got a lot of attention in the press, in the media, because we were the only touring band in Europe. And that's how we got discovered by ACC, I think is the name, in America, which is the same booking agency as AC/DC.
Okay.
So they contacted us and we finally signed with them. So
nice.
like we're always moving constantly, you know, trying to do better.
Does that mean that there's a better chance that I'll get to see you here in the States?
Much better. We're actually planning for a 5-year just go for the American tour thing, you know. And there would be a dream to open up for AC/DC in the States.
Yeah. So the Heatwave, the deluxe edition's coming out on the 21st. The not deluxe version was one of my top 10 albums of 2020. I mean, as far as me concerned, Road Trip, it is the road trip album of a lifetime. It's like the album you put on, every song is great, and I have great memories of just driving across the desert listening to Heatwave. It's just that kind of an album. But then you come out with this bonus CD, which is even that much better. Tell me a little bit about the bonus CD.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And Heatwave, we're so proud of it, and we're not ready to let it go yet. So we want to release it again and just put on all that extra energy that we didn't fit on the first release. So we made a whole second CD and a double vinyl with 10 songs. We recorded 3 completely new songs in the studio this January. And then we re-recorded 3 songs from Heatwave, but in acoustic versions.
Yeah.
Where we had a lot of fun. I played banjo and mandolin and tried some different instruments. And also we never released anything from our live concerts, which is our biggest thing. We're a live band, most of all. So we have 3 live tracks on it as well.
So the Road Is Ours has a bit of to me, it has a little Joe Perry influence into it, but then it just gets in and kicks ass. I mean, that's a great song.
Oh, thank you.
And then I
love it too.
And then You Can't Handle Me. All I have to say is I got a fever and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Good. Our first real cowbell tune.
Yes, that was great. I wanted to ask you about Sleep, which is one of my favorite songs on Heatwave, and then you added Jesper to that. How did that collaboration come about?
Well, we supported DAG, which is Singson, 5 years ago. We connected really well as friends, you know, and kept in touch. So when we were in the studio, he came by. When we recorded Heatwave, like, can I be part of, you know, like a guest? And we were like, no, not on this album, you know. We really want to make a statement now for ourselves. But then when we came back to do a second CD for the deluxe edition, we called him up and, okay, you can come down now, Jesper. We want you on a song right now. So
nice.
And he jumped down in the studio and we had a great time.
Good. And that version turned out really well. I mean, it was just like, it was just the way it was mastered and everything just turned out beautifully. So,
thank you.
So,
it's cool with our first, or it's actually our second duet, because we have another song called Rock and Roll Heaven in the last song on the deluxe album.
I was just going to ask you about that one too. So go ahead.
Yeah, that's also a duet with Pontus Snib. It's actually my fiance.
Okay.
Who sings with Guernica. And he's in a band called Bonafide, a singer. So, and also Dragan from the Helicopters is playing guitar on it. So, but we went down to the studio in Stockholm just one day and recorded it live. So but with us in a studio. Yeah. And there's also a video of that on YouTube if you search for Thundermother Rock and Roll Heaven. So we let's put it out on the album too, because people want to maybe listen to it, you know, not only on YouTube but in the car or whatever.
Nice. So as far as Sweden goes, it seems that, to me anyway, there's been an uptick of Swedish bands, and including you guys. Do you see Sweden growing as a rock and metal hotspot?
Well, we're of course proud,
Yeah.
of the bands we have in Sweden. But I mean, we can't compare us to, you guys in America or in the UK, But we're proud that we have a spot and a highlight for rock and metal in the whole world, in the industry.
Yeah. No,
I think it's because we have nothing to do in Sweden. It's dark 6 months of the year, and it's cold. So we stay inside and rehearse, have nothing else to do.
I was talking to Jake, Jake E from Syra, and he was telling me, he says, most of the time we spend the winter recording an album, and then we release the album in the spring because there's nothing else to do in the winter, so we always record in the winter. We
too. We record in the beginning of January every time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the worst month for us. But we also have in Sweden, it's free rehearsal rooms for people, and it's government funded, to do music in Sweden. If you grow up, you can play for free lessons and stuff like that. So it's a big culture scene, I think, because we're all forced into doing music as kids, and we had the opportunity to rehearse for free and stuff in Sweden.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have a lot of musicians in Sweden, actually,
nice.
Even if we're only a small country.
Yeah, yeah. So then for Thundermother, the album's going to come out on the 21st, and then you're kind of waiting still on some of your dates for the summer, but then going into the fall, you've got more dates. What else is going on with you guys?
Ooh, we have some super exciting news about plannings of the next album, which
nice.
Is completely confidential, unfortunately. But it's so big and cool that I'm exploding
nice.
Inside. Yeah,
nice.
We have great opportunities for us to come, and because of Heatwave, we got a lot of interests.
So just out of curiosity, do you have a date for the announcement on that, or a time frame? I mean,
no, because we're just involved in it right now.
Oh, okay.
We can't tell anyone because we don't know ourselves.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's a creative process and stuff. But so we're gonna make. We have big plans, for touring as well. We just signed with CAA. We also signed with Your Mate in Australia.
Your
bookings.
Mate.
Your Mate bookings. And they also have New Zealand. So our goal is to just, do those rounds in touring wise.
Well, I mean, that's really what does it is, I mean, the harder you work, the more success you achieve. And that seems like what you guys are really doing. You're really just working hard, we are
very persistent, and we realize everything takes time.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're thinking long terms in everything. I think that's good.
And the cool part for you guys is as you climb the ladder, you'll see the crowds get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's to me the fun part of watching bands is seeing them grow, not only fan wise but mature as a band, and how they change and how things kind of evolutionary goes.
Yeah. Well, I was gutted when the tours and the festivals didn't happen last year, because we had so many cool stuff,
Yeah.
And finally we reached the level when 1,000 people come to a show in some shows,
Yeah.
And then from that, poof, to nothing, So it's hard to even imagine having it back, but we won't give up. Rock and roll. So
good for you.
We will never give up.
Good for
ever.
you. Good. Well, Filippa, I appreciate your time, and I'm counting on seeing you guys in the States, and if not, I will just have to come back to Sweden to see you guys. So.
Yeah, but we will come to the States now. So.
Good.
Can't wait.
Good.
We'll have a free ticket, my friend.
Good. Yeah, we'll have a beer or two. So I appreciate it.
I love American beer. Perfect.
Good. Well, so everybody how can people check out your live stream that you're going to do at the Olympic Stadium?
You go on Thundermother on Instagram or Facebook or thundermother.com. You can find information for the tickets. And I think it will be streamed 1 week after we did this show.
Nice.
So, because I don't know why, but something with the internet stream thing.
Oh, okay.
So it will be on the 14th of May.
Okay.
And I'm going to sit at home and party and watch it together with you guys.
Nice, nice. So everybody check that out, and then everybody for sure pick up one of my favorite albums from 2020, and it can only get better with another CD on it, the bonus CD for Heatwave, and pick that out on May 21st. So it was good to talk to you, and we will chat soon.
Let's talk soon, Eric. Thank you for having me on.
Of course, anytime.